Welcome to the presentation. The IPO rush continues unabated. The continuous buoyancy in stock markets and rally in stock prices have attracted a number of internet startups and technology players to come out with an IPO. CE Infosystems, better known as MapMyIndia, is a 25-year-old tech company and is coming out with an IPO. The company is a leading provider of advanced digital map, geospatial software, and location-based IoT technology services in the country. The issue opens on 9 December and closes on 13th December. It's entirely an offer for sale, and the issue will be raising close to 1040 crores. Minimum bid lot is 14 shares and multiples thereof. Price at the upper end is 1033 rupees. 35% of the issue is reserved for retail. 2.5 lakh applications are required for one-time subscription of the retail. However, as the IPO is quite good, it is likely to attract a very heavy oversubscription. CE Infosystems or MapMyIndia was incorporated in 1995. The company is a data and technology products and platform company, offering proprietary digital maps as a service called MAP, software as a service called SaaS, and platform as a service called PaaS. Company is India's leading provider of advanced digital map, geospatial software, and location-based IoT technologies. It provides products, platforms, application programming interfaces which developers can use to develop their own applications and solutions across a range of digital map data software for Indian market under the brand MapMyIndia and for international market under the brand Mappls. Company has a combined workforce of 734 employees in India and overseas. It has the benefit of association with marquee investors such as PhonePe, Qualcomm, and Zenrai of Japan. The anchor book portion of the company saw a good response from the investors, and 24 investors were allotted shares in the anchor portion. Marquee foreign investors include Fidelity, Nomura, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Aberdeen, HSBC, and White Oak. Domestic mutual funds also participated in the offer, and it includes all reputed mutual fund houses like SBI, HDFC, ICICI Pru, Birla, Nippon, Tata, Sundaram, and most of the life insurance companies. In total, 9 mutual funds participated in the anchor book through 17 schemes, and they were allotted about 33% of the total anchor book. Next, we have a quick look at the financials of the company, which seem quite impressive. The company has been profitable throughout. Revenues have been growing at a decent pace. In FY21, which was a year marked by COVID, the revenues have still grown by 17.61%. EBITDA margins have also increased from FY20 to 35%. Coming to this year, the first 6 months performance is very, very impressive. The revenues have grown 66%. It looks that the company is at an inflection point, and it could see very good growth going forward. EBITDA margins have also shown a significant jump and stand at 46%. The company's shares have a face value of rupees 2, and the post-IPO equity of the company is 10.64 crores. The IPO is being offered at a PE of 92 times if we consider only the FY21 results. However, if we consider on a TTM basis, that is trailing 12 months basis, the PE being asked is only 62x. Further, if we analyze the 6 monthly results, the P being asked is only about 58 times, which is not bad for a company with such a good record of growth and the sector in which it operates. The company is demanding a market cap of about 5,500 crore, and the market cap to sales ratio on an annualized basis is about 27.5. So overall, the company is coming out at a reasonable price considering its performance and the field in some salient points about the company. MapMy India was founded by engineers Rakesh Verma and Rashmi Verma. Mr. Rakesh Verma is a engineering graduate from BITS Pilani. Thereafter, he did MBA from USA and had a 12-year stint in the USA where he worked in EDS, a company belonging to General Motors. His wife and co-promoter in this company is an engineering graduate from IIT Roorkee and a master's degree from USA and worked with IBM USA prior to starting this venture with her husband. Their shareholding after this IPO will come down to 53%. Further, Qualcomm Asia, which has been a backer of the company from the very beginning, will be fully exiting its stake of 5.1% in the company. Xanrin, which is a Japanese map company, stake will come down from 8.8% to 6.2%. Xanrin is a very reputed company and it makes maps in the Japanese market, which is considered to be quite tough terrain for maps. MapMy India digital maps comprehensively cover 6.29 million kilometers of roads in the country, which amounts to 98.5% of the total Indian road network. The company serves BFSI, telecom, FMCG, industrial logistics, and other sectors. MapMy India has entered into various memorandum of understandings with prestigious government organizations like ISRO, NITI Aayog, Government of India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Subscription fee, royalty and annuity payments make 90% of the revenue for FY21, which gives it a very good ground. The company serves enterprise customers across three major categories. So its revenue comes from three major categories, that is corporate, automotive and government. These customers in turn serve larger community of end users. So mostly the company is B2C company. It offers professional grade maps and products directly to retail customers also, but it's a small portion. This is through their Move app and GPS IoT enabled gadgets and devices. If we see the revenue mix for H1 FY22, automotive sector contributed 39% to company's revenue, followed by corporate sector, which is a collection of many industries, 54%, government 5%, and retail only 2%. Business model of the company is to charge customers fees per period on a period basis, on per vehicle basis, like providing maps in the vehicles for navigation, per asset basis, per transaction basis. It could be per use or per user basis, as the company is having both a product and a platform. It may be as a subscription fees, royalties, or annuities for licenses and usage rights to its proprietary digital offerings. Company derives its revenues from automotive sectors and mainly major portion from automotive sector, and it has customers like Hyundai, MG Motors. In technology sector, it has customers like PhonePe, Flipkart, Yulu, BFCI segment, it has customers like HDFC Bank. It's also associated with goods and service tax network. In mobility, it has customers like Safe Express, Avis, and telecom. There are clients like Airtel. Some concerns. IPO is entirely offer for sale, so nothing is going to the company. Everything is going to the promoters. There are some regulatory risks. GPS-based navigation products with the ability to record a person's location could raise some privacy concerns, and government may bring some regulations and rules which may limit their access to these services. Company has a large dependence on automotive sector, and any slowdown here will have an impact on the company. The liberalization of the digital mapping industry, if it happens, can lead to permitting certain large players and enterprises to take advantage of this space. These companies may have an advantage of more volume, and the company may face competition. The company is a pioneer of digital mapping in India, having an early mover advantage and close to 3 decades of experience in this line. Market for digital maps and location-based intelligence services is expected to grow with increasing digitalization at a CAGR of around 15.5% from 2019 to 2025. Government of India may make policies to encourage domestic players of digital maps and associated solutions vis-a-vis the foreign players. This may benefit the company. It has prestigious customers across sectors with very strong relationships. For example, data from My India, Map My India powers Apple, Map, Alexa, voice assistant. The company has serviced over 2,000 enterprise customers till date. Customers include PhonePe, Flipkart, Yulu, etc., and has been associated with GSTN as well as with Cowin app. The company has backing by Qualcomm and Walmart, who own payments company PhonePe. The company has a stellar profitability track record. This is in sharp contrast to some other startups which have recently hit the market, and the profitability of these tech startups, is nowhere in sight. The long-term outlook of the company looks promising. Map My India's revenue has grown at a CAGR of 6.2% from FY19 to 21, and there has been a marked acceleration in revenue growth in the first 6 months of this year. Long-term revenue contracts of 3 to 5 years entered by the company with its clients provide a very good revenue visibility. The company is a digital product and platform based company. The GMP last reported was strong at rupees 850 plus. There are no peers to compare in the local market. The company with its tie-up with ISRO and reliance on own data collection represents a step in the direction of Atmanirbhar Bharat. For me, this IPO is the one that should not be missed at any cost. Those chances of allotment are very poor due to heavy oversubscription, and I will apply for this IPO on day 1 or 2 and not wait for the last minute. Thank you. Please read the disclaimer carefully.